Hello, how you doing? My name is Cameron Connor, and I am here to talk about Week 6 vlog video for sports management. So the first question is demonstrate knowledge of the reading. So basically, page 7 through 111 basically talked about vision, communication, and people skills. These three skills are 3 of 7 of the fundamental principles of leadership excellence. These fundamental skills were written by Mr. Pat Williams in hopes to show people that if you follow these 7 steps, you will be a successful leader. That was step 1. So step 2 says present a clear thesis. So my thesis for this section would be communication plays a major role on how a leader can be successful. Okay, so step 3 says provide evidence. So when a leader is a successful communicator, okay, it says on page 67, leadership gravitates to a man who can talk. The ability to speak effectively and persuasively is a indispensable component of leadership. The book talks about how every 4 years that we have to vote for a president. That president has to be someone who can speak effectively and persuasively. I think to be a successful leader, you have to have these type of qualities to get your fan base and your followers to believe in your goal and your vision. And when you're able to do that, then your organization works better. The people who are your followers are more willing to listen and be motivated by your words when you speak effectively and persuasively. To talk more about my thesis that provides evidence on page 60 or 76, it says communicate to people so that people can understand. All right. I feel like this is perfect evidence for my thesis, because when you are communicating with people and they understand your goals, your values, what you want them to do, then I feel like they're more likely to be motivated. They're more likely to work out your vision and do the things that you want in the manner that you want. So when you are communicating with people and they understand, I think that goes a long way. Being able to articulate your words and your meanings is very important when you're talking about being a successful leader. And on page 79, it talks about communicating as communicate optimism. Okay, being a communicator that is very optimistic when times are hard is very important. No one wants a leader who is, as they say in the book, pessimistic. You want someone who can rally up the troops. Okay, so it says step 5, extend to a new area. So the new area that I would extend to is coaching. When you are a football coach, you have to be able to communicate with your players in an effective way. Every player takes criticism, takes communication a different way. You may be able to yell at your starting quarterback, but you may not be able to yell at your starting defensive lineman. Okay, those are 2 different type of people who play 2 different type of positions. So you have to know your crowd, know your audience at all time when you are communicating. So that's step 5 when I am extending my topic to a new area. Relevant questions that I have created. I have 2 questions that I've created that are pretty relevant to this. And question 1 is, can communication be taught? Good communication be taught. Can you teach someone to communicate better, to communicate in an effective way, to communicate in a persuasive way? Can that be taught? My second question is, how do you clear up miscommunication? I think communication, there are several different ways that you can communicate. And when someone miscommunicates, how can you clear that up? How is that possible? So those are my 2 relevant questions that I have for this, and that's the end of the vlog. Thank you.